Hi YouTube, it's Daw. I am filming today from the ICU at the hospital because I'm once again in the hospital for another dosage of prostaglandin. My finger's been getting worse and I inquired about amputation and they wanted to try prostaglandin again to see if there would be success a second time. Sometimes your body needs a top up, they said. So I didn't want prostaglandin because I didn't want it to get it done through a central line again. Well, guess what? It did need to be put through a central line. So instead, I have two IVs going, one in my right and left in the larger arteries, and they're gonna alternate. So I'm getting the perfusion in my right now, and tomorrow they're gonna switch over to my left. So that's my update, but I was really disappointed because how this happened was this morning I had a doctor's appointment with my surgeon, who is my vascular surgeon, who's awesome, and she was as a checkup for my leg that she had reopened the incision for. And she asked how my finger was, and then I asked for a consult with plastic surgery to just to know, like, if we were to amputate, how far amputation would have to be. She didn't want that, and so then into the ICU I went. They had a bed today, and so I came in, which just derailed my whole week. Today is Wednesday, and I was supposed to start my home hemodialysis training tomorrow, and it would have been 5-hour dialysis sessions, but I'd be there for 7 hours for training. So training to start the machine, clean the machine, get the machine hooked up, do my dialysis treatment, and then unhook. Danny had booked a trip to go to Toronto, and he's left today. After being admitted into the hospital, he kind of wanted to stay, but I told him to go. It was probably going to be the only time this year he'd have available to go visit his parents, so I said just go and have some fun. So I was really looking forward to home hemo. My dad was looking forward to come to the training with me, and then this totally derailed that, so I won't be doing home hemo training until next week when I'm discharged. So I'll be in here for 3 days in the ICU receiving this drug, and then after that I should be transferred over to the vascular unit because they want to try a different drug on me to help maintenance at home with the circulation in my fingers to keep the circulation going. So that's about it. My dialysis sessions haven't been that great. They haven't been able to take off all the fluid. I'm extra heavy. I haven't been able to train on my prosthetics. I've still been going to physio. They get me to do cardio instead. And so, yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've been super busy just with appointments and stuff and having to reschedule things time in. But that's life. On my last day at the location I was doing dialysis at, I was happy. So happy that that was my last day. And the reason being was, it was an outpatient dialysis unit, and so a lot of people there weren't ill, they weren't sick, they were somewhat healthy and normal, but some of the people were quite not rude but weird. So I had a couple of weird occurrences with some people. So there was this ethnic lady who constantly stared at my legs because, your sessions are either like Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, or Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. And so Fridays are meant for like extras, people who need extra runs. So you get to know the people that you come in for dialysis with at the same time. So this lady would constantly just stare at me and my legs. So one day, I was sitting there waiting for Danny, and it was just me and her. She looked over and she said, "What happened to your legs?" And I started to tell her the story, and she's like, it wasn't an accident? And then she's like, no. And I said, no. And then she's like, oh. basically telling me to stop talking because she wasn't interested anymore. So I was like, okay, well, that was rude. And then one day, well, not even one day, it was like this week, we were standing in queue to get weighed, and she totally butted in line in front of me. Like, she came walking like 3 people before me and just came up to the front and stood on the scale and got weighed. I was so offended. I'm like, how? Like, there is a lineup lady anyways. So I don't have to deal with that lady anymore. The bed that I was laying on, the bed next to me had a man who would watch TV and refuse to plug in his earphones, even though the nurses would go get his earphones for him. And so I got to listen to whatever channel he left it on as he snored. So I'm glad I'm not with that guy anymore. And oh my God, and he would take phone calls and talk so loud for so long. So I don't have to deal with that guy anymore. So, and there were a few nurses that I could live without. So hopefully they don't work at this other location either. But if they do, it's okay. It's not like they were bad or anything. It's just that there were better nurses there that I would rather take care of me. So yeah, I was super excited. So to start home hemodialysis, and I got my home hemodialysis evaluation done today as well before I came into the hospital. Everything's good to go. I just have to change some stuff in my room, buy some more mats, and they'll come out in 4 to 5 weeks to do the installation and install the machines at home. So I'm super, super excited for that. So I just need to get out of here and carry on with my regular schedule. So that's it. So I'll probably talk to you again tomorrow because it's pretty boring in here. Talk to you later. Bye.